Okay, so we are Team Taste. We're gonna talk about unity at a table. We are a team of four wonderful anthropologists with varying degrees of experience, and we are brought together by our passion for gastronomy. And this is where we started our journey in the bootcamp. The question that we started with was, how is social inclusion communicated or signaled in the establishments in my area? So we had this focus on our geographical surroundings, on our neighborhoods. And when we are talking about establishments, we are talking about restaurants. So that is where we started. What we had in mind, we were thinking about the people living in the same neighborhood who feel socially isolated and have a strong need for connection and community. And what we noticed was that restaurants in our neighborhoods present a rather fragmented reflection of the local social and cultural makeup of the neighborhood. Because they have different audiences and that don't really interact one with another. And there are places for there is a place for every preference, but there is no rather restaurant to really bring together all the kinds of people that could live in a neighborhood. So our main argument was that there is a need for more opportunities to create bridges between cultures and isolated social groups in a neighborhood. After our preliminary research, we focused on a question on how might we help restaurants integrate local culture so that they may become places for community building. And the idea we came up with was of a food gathering that everyone could join in, that would take place in a shared place or in a public space, depending on the local availability, where, of course, everyone is welcome regardless of age, ethnicity, culture, or income. This kind of event, it is thought to be a periodical kind of event, so not a one-time event. So this process of community building and creating connections would be a constant one. It would involve, of course, the involvement of restaurants in a neighborhood, their availability to collaborate and share resources. And when we talk about resources, we mean also ingredients or food that maybe there are some food that is going soon to go bad, or they want to showcase something from their menu that they are introducing. And the point is to bring different kinds of restaurants and food cultures together to be shared in the community. This event would create this opportunity for the residents to meet here, regardless where they, what their preferences are. The point is to bring them together around maybe a certain ingredient. It could be or a certain theme that the restaurants and also the locals, by getting involved in this, can choose together. Here, we thought of a poster for maybe a first kind of event surrounded about different types of bread. So you can imagine maybe people sitting around a table. The restaurants, maybe Turkish restaurants or a Greek restaurant, can showcase their kind of breads, pita. They can break the bread together. The residents can bring bread from their own homes. They can share how their mothers or grandmothers bake those bread and do some tastings. At the same time, if we We also looked about the accessibility of this place and being able to include as many different types of people as possible. So it would be ideal to also have adjustable tables for people in wheelchairs, for example. Um, it would be, of course, a free entrance, so it would not be open just to a select group of people that maybe can afford this. But of course, donations would be welcome. And for the sustainability of such an event or project, we would think of getting sponsorships from different food brands or even restaurants and collaborations with different NGOs. We think that this kind of event provides us a safe space for creating connection, ensuring free and equal access, and it could facilitate interactions outside one's peer group, so bridging sort of our own bubbles that we live in. And because it can be hard to create these bridges out of nowhere, we think that food is an excellent mediator and conversation starter and icebreaker to start creating these connections. And eventually we talked about this idea and we tested it. We have different experiences in our countries. So maybe in the Netherlands, there seems to be these kind of community buildings, maybe not in this shape, but they seem to be a bit more common, or there are like community centers. This is slightly in comparison in Romania, so it would be really welcomed. So that for this kind of event, it would be ideal to empower the clients, the residents, to be able to choose the theme of the event or bring suggestions, and as well as for restaurants to get them involved and have the liberty to customize the event to the local specific, or so it can fit their menu. And there seems to be also this tendency to prefer local and artisanal products. So we feel that it would be important to highlight this aspect when promoting such an event. And for the next steps, for taking this further, we think of just getting right into it and focus on a neighborhood that we could implement this in and try to raise some awareness and of course to get some first sponsors that could help us take this further and yeah, to sit around the table with. Thank you. And if you have any questions, I'm here.